Everyone, I'm Akshita, student volunteer at Green Brigade, the Environmental Society of College of Vocational Studies. As you guys know that we have organized a campaign in which we talk about the threats of Indian biodiversity, and the name of the campaign is Pledge to Protect. We have started from India is a mega biodiversity nation. Then we talked about the biodiversity of Northeast, followed by the impact of development of Rajaji National Park. And now in this video I am going to tell you all about the dilution of environmental laws. Before starting, I just want to say that please wait till the end as there is going to be a huge announcement. Now I am going to tell you all about the how environmental laws have been diluted. Recently, the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change has come up with a new draft Environmental Impact Assessment, that is EIA Notification 2020, that proposes to supersede the existing regulation of 2006. Though EIA was initially introduced in India for river valley projects during the 1970s, but the process only got streamlined after the Rio Declaration in the year 1992, which laid down the principles for undertaking EIA for proposed activities likely to have a significant impact on the environment, also focusing on the inclusiveness of the effective public participation in the decision-making process. In the year 1994, the first legislation on the EIA was brought into effect, which made the environment clearance mandatory for 32 categories of developmental projects. Yes, 32 categories. It was later replaced with the EIA Notification 2006, which provide a more detailed of comprehensive procedure for the projects to obtain clearance. It was categorized into two categories, Category A and Category B, depending on their threshold capacity and potential environmental impacts. Projects under Category A are dealt by MOEFCC at the central level, while Category B by the State Expert Impact Assessment Authority at the state level. The notification is simply provided in four stages: screening, scoping, public consultation and appraisal. Now let's talk about sweeping exemptions to projects. The draft notification places a wide range of projects under a category and exempts the same from the undergoing all the relevant stages of the EIA, including screening, scoping, public consultation and appraisal. A careful analysis of Schedule 1 shows that some of the projects which are currently mentioned under Category A and B1 have been. Let's come to dilution of scoping. The draft notification proposes similar dilution in the process of scoping. It provides that proposal for grant TOR will be referred to the appraisal committee by the regularity authority within 30 days from the date of EC application. However, it places a condition that if the regularity authority does not refer the matter within the said period, then the standard TOR will be issued to the project. The standard TOR, which are only indicative in nature, cannot form the basis of EIA without any scientific technical deliberation of the EAC and SEAC on the various aspects of the project. Let's talk about compromise on the standards. The draft notification also attempts to facilitate project proponents in several ways, such as allowing collection of baseline data for 3 years prior to the issuance of TOR, reducing notice period for public consultation from 30 to 20 days, relaxing provisions for submissions of self-compliance reports from 6 monthly to yearly, replacing mandatory requirement of EIA with a no increase in pollution load certificate for modernization projects, etc. In addition to this, the draft notification goes one step forward and attempts to legalize the violation committed by the project proponents. Under the proposed notification, projects which have already started construction on commenced operations without obtaining the necessary clearance can be allowed to go ahead to submission of a penalty amount. If the time of the big announcement, we are going to organize a virtual Earth conference on 5th June 2020, that is on Environmental Day. This is an initiative taken by us to connect to the prominent persons working in the field of environment. This is going to be a very effective conference. Do join this. Registration link is in bio. Thank you so much.